What is up, guys? Welcome back to another NB Miata video. Today we're going to be installing a front splitter. So here's the material that we're going to be using. You guys can see it's pretty big, and we have another sheet right here. So this sheet specifically is 10 millimeters thick. This one's 6 millimeter, and we're going to be using this sheet actually for side skirts. But 10 mil, you can actually see kind of how thick that is and actually how it compares to my actually NA front splitter that I had. And this is like, I'm not exactly sure what material this one is that I had, but this is Aluminite. A lot of people use it. I got my Aluminite from a sign shop. I'm sure you could as well, or if you know anywhere else to get it. But I'm using 10 millimeter thick and then 6 mil for the side skirts. But basically, you can see I have measured out here, and then so the NA front splitter that I had on my NA is so much more smaller than what I'm going to be doing for the NB, just to match with the big Ninelives Johnny wing over there. But so basically, I'm kind of just mocking it up here. I'm going to be doing 69 inches across wide, and then deep. I haven't measured just yet. I think it's going to be 22 from the tire wheel well area all the way to the front right here. But again, guys, like, it's not really rocket science with a front splitter. It's kind of just measuring and then, you know, measure again, cut, measure. So, and like, I'm not going to be making like the best looking front splitter or anything like that. Basically, you kind of want to basically mate up and balance out with the wing. If you have a really big wing, then you want a little bit bigger front splitter, vice versa. And so we're gonna probably be going out 3 to 4 inches from the front bumper, and I want to make it look a little bit more aggressive. So I think that 3 to 4 inch will be pretty good all around. And then from there, it's just cutting it out, putting it up, and then bolting it to the car. So we're at that cutting stage now. I kind of have everything set up here, and then the car in the air right here. So you can see that the car does have a front lip on it, so we're going to be running a front lip with basically the front splitter. And then I'll go to Home Depot actually, and I'll show you basically what I'm going to be using for the splitter rods and how I'm going to be attaching it to the car and the chassis, because I definitely want it to be pretty sturdy in there. And not like be able to, you know, rip off, because we do need some downforce in the front, like I said, with that wing in the back now. So I'm talking too much. Let's go ahead and get to cutting and see how this thing looks. Well, after a lot of measurement and a lot of taking on and off of the car, I think we finally got our measurements and also our line for the front splitter. So let me show you guys here. So you guys can see like a lot of marking right here. Again, this is all do-it-yourself. You guys can do whatever you want, shape, form, however you want it, measurements, anything like that. So this is kind of what I'm doing here, and kind of just looking online at other people's and other cool track cars and stuff. So we're going with just the regular kind of round edge all the way around. Some people kind of make it square over here and then do all kinds of different stuff, but we're just doing round for now. And then, so this is gonna be my front lip right here, this mark, and then we're out 4.5 inches. So I went 4.5 inches, a little bit bigger. I don't know, I can always take it off and trim it, I guess you could say, but we're doing 4.5 inches for now. And then that should like match up, the tire should stick out this much. And then we'll put like an air dam right here. So maybe we'll have to do 4 inches eventually, but I think 4.5 will be good for right now. Put some splitter rods right here. But this is kind of basically a rough mock-up, and then now we're just gonna go ahead and cut this out, and then we should be good to go to actually mock it up to the car and see how it looks. Well guys, here she is. This is kind of awkward and kind of weird that like it should match that side, but I had to cut this out a little bit more to match like the wheel well. So I don't know why, like maybe my car is off, I have no idea, but this should match the wheel well. But there she is, man. It's not perfect, not really looking for perfect obviously. You can get perfect if you order online, but it's not too bad for just some tools at home and stuff. So the Alumilite is so easy to cut with just like a jigsaw. So there it is. So time to mock it up on the car, and then we'll go ahead and take this off because we're not, obviously we don't want it white, so we're actually gonna be wrapping this black carbon fiber. But I'm pretty happy with it. It's gonna be coming out like 4.5 inches all the way around. I'm not gonna lie, I am pretty happy with how this turned out. So like I said, it's pretty even. So these are 245s, pretty even with the wheel, that's what I wanted. Comes all the way around, 4.5 inches all the way out from the front lip, all the way back around here. And that matches this wheel too. So I think that's definitely a win for sure. It's my first time ever making a, I guess you say, custom do-it-yourself front splitter. So you can see like this is trimmed now, so the wheels can turn in here too, and then it'll mount like in the chassis right here, and I'll have 2 splitter rods up in the front mount to the chassis. But not gonna lie, I'm pretty happy with how this thing turned out. All right, so now we're gonna move on to basically the hardware and the mounting hardware that we're gonna use to mount the front splitter. You can do anything, like I said, it's do it yourself. You can basically do anything. My way might not be your way, it might not be the best way. Like, I'm still learning, so like this front splitter is probably gonna go through a ton of revisions. But I reached out to a couple people, kind of talk with them, and this is kind of what I thought of for my front splitter and everything. So basically, I got all this stuff. You can find this at Lowe's, Home Depot, anything like this. So we're gonna be using some turnbuckles. These are pretty thick, definitely will hold a lot of weight for sure, probably where you could stand on it. And these are stainless steel, kind of like you could say they're loops, U-loops kind of thing. Like I said, they're stainless steel. They're kind of small, so these might be a failing point. I'm not too sure. Since these are so big, you can kind of see the difference, but we can always upgrade these in the future. I'm just gonna see if they work or not. So this will go on the front splitter, and then one will mount to the frame of the car inside, and then also, so that's kind of like the front. There's gonna be 2 turnbuckles on the front, and then behind the front bumper, there's also gonna be 1 turnbuckle on each side as well. And I'm probably gonna use a thicker one in the back, basically this U-loop to mount to the frame as well. So that's basically all I'm going to be doing, and then I'll be mounting a bolt to the subframe as well for the front splitter. But we're going to get these coated up with some black paint, just because like they might rust, and also I don't like how they look silver. I definitely want everything black just to look kind of nice. So we're going to spray these up, and then we'll get to mounting to the car. We laid some paint down on the turnbuckles and also the loops and everything. So while that's drying, we're gonna attempt to wrap this front splitter. I got black carbon fiber wrap for the front splitter because I don't want it to be white, obviously. So while that's drying, we're gonna go ahead, clean this front splitter up, clean some of the edges, and then we're gonna go ahead and clean it, and then we'll start to wrap the front splitter. So I'm not sure if it's gonna show up on camera too well, but like I said, black carbon fiber, it's pretty sweet. We got this from metrostyling.com. And this is actually, I think it's actually Avery wrap, so it should be pretty easy. You can see Avery Denson right there, but should be pretty easy to install, and it looks super cool compared to how the white looks. So. Well guys, I'm definitely not proud of this wrap job, and I know you guys are like, dude, you could definitely do a better job. I know I could just lift it back up and do it, but this is not going to be seen. It's only this whole entire portion that I made basically look nice and all flat. I did a good job on this side. In the middle sucks. Like I said, I suck at wrapping. I'm not a wrapper at all, but it's gonna do the job. It looks really good on the outside. It's nice and flat and stuff, but you know, this is gonna be hidden in the back of the car under the front bumper, so not to worry. I know it looks like crap, really bad, and like definitely a 0 out of 10, but this looks better, so this will be good for now. We can always rewrap it, but we're on a time crunch here. I got the tail dragging this weekend, so that'll be fine though. Well guys, I didn't film anything. I really just wanted to get this thing done. I know you guys are gonna be pretty mad at me, but the front splitter's on. We got the front, I guess, the turnbuckles on and everything, acting as the front splitter rods. But I'm pretty happy with it. It's really sturdy. So let me just go ahead and show you guys here. It looks so good. The turnbuckles are on right here. I attached it to the frame up here and up here. And then it just, but you can like, and like you can definitely step on it too, like no problem. Like right here, it's crazy. So I think it's pretty good for now. And then I might add, I have 2 other turnbuckles. I didn't put them on because this seems so sturdy. I put a bolt on the back of the subframe as well back here. But like it's pretty sturdy on the corners, but I might put turnbuckles up right here and put it to the frame as well. But I think that looks so good, guys. Gosh dang, man.